I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right now. The group's leader, Byakuya, got killed, and his killer is among this group of students? No, I'm not gonna believe it. I'll never believe it. 'Cause I believe in everyone.
That's the spirit, Monami.
So do your best, and don't forget to save regularly.
Well, what now? If the knife isn't the murder weapon, there's no definitive proof that I'm the killer.
Shut up! We'll be the judge of that.
You say you were shoved away, but you can't actually prove it, right?
That's right. Even if a different weapon was used, it does not mean Nagito has been cleared of suspicion.
But there's another reason why I don't think Nagito is the killer.
There's still more?
Based on what we've discussed, Byakuya was killed under the table, right?
Is there something wrong with that?
Well, even if that's true, I feel Nagito looks, clean.
Nobody's ever complimented me on my appearance before. Not even my own mother.
The face even a mother couldn't love.
I'm not talking about your looks.
Why does Mikan, I think Nagito looks clean? Because there's no blood on Nagito, because Nagito doesn't have any dust on him, because Nagito isn't injured, because Nagito doesn't have the knife. Shoot, what would it be actually?
I see! Are you trying to say something like, why didn't Nagito have any bloodstains on him?
Yes, that's it. Because under the table, there was a lot of blood splattered everywhere, right? There were even bloodstains on the inside of the tablecloth.
If he stabbed Byakuya to death, it's strange he did not get splattered with an appropriate amount of blood.
I didn't get any blood on me? That is weird.
You just used something to block the blood, didn't you?
Something that might have been used to block the blood splatter. What do you think it could have been? I guess we did see something I could have used. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Yes, there's only one way to think he could have used to block the blood spatter. The blood stain under the table. It'd be the tablecloth.
What? Crap!
Seriously?
Something that might have been used.
I hate it when I do this kind of like logical thing, and you're like, oh no, it's something else. Or we're tricking you. All right, so it's not that. So not embarrassing pose. I'd be really surprised. There you go. This tablecloth.
I can prove it with this.
I mean, it was still on there, but whatever.
You're talking about the bloodstained tablecloth we found in the storage room, right?
If there are bloodstains on it, that settles it. Nagito used the tablecloth to block the blood splatter.
But that was found in the storage room, right? Are you suggesting he hid it there after the murder?
You mean after the lights came back on? What would he have done if we'd seen him?
That's true. The tablecloth was pretty big. So even if you tried to hide it and take it with you...
Wearing a tablecloth, going under the table, hitting a knife in a blackout, and stabbing someone. That's not just impossible for someone like me. Wouldn't it also be impossible for you guys too?
Then what does it mean?
Maybe the killer didn't necessarily stab Byakuya under the table.
Huh?
No, there's no mistake that the murder occurred under that table.
Even the inside of the tablecloth was bloody, so there's no denying Byakuya was killed there. But that doesn't mean where Byakuya got stabbed and where the killer did the stabbing are the same, right? I
don't understand at all.
The place where Bakuya got stabbed and when the killer did the stabbing are different?
Huh? Hajime, you look like you're onto something.
Really? But it sounds like a riddle. I feel like I'm onto something, but it's still not clear what that is.
It's the floorboards!
Under the table, but not under the table. If it's somehow possible, it's the only way that makes sense. Moving forward, we should put aside all unnecessary preconceptions and just choose the answer. I think.
In scenes where you have to figure out important words, the improved Hangman's Gambit will occur. I don't like this idea. The goal is to line up the right letters in order for it to reveal a keyword related to the incident in question. Improved Hangman's Gambit is like a little puzzle game. Various letters will be flying across the screen in all directions. There are 2 rules you must remember. 1. If 2 different letters clash, you'll take damage. If 2 of the same letters clash, they will fuse. You must make 2 of the same letters clash, while when you try not to let 2 different letters clash. That is what is most important. In order to do that, you'll be given a technique to catch and release. When you move the reticle with the left stick and press the X button while it's on the top letter, you can snatch the letter like a vacuum. This is what it means to catch the letter. However, you can only catch 1 letter at a time, so please be careful. When you press the X button when you have a letter caught, you can shoot it when the cursor is aimed. This is how you release the letter. With catch and release, you can change the position of the letters and hit letters into each other. Make sure you hit the same letters so that you can fuse them. The fused letters will freeze and get bigger. By pressing the X button, you can blow it up and erase it from the fields. This is called firing the letters. Catch and release with X button, and after you fuse them, fire with the X button. That's a whole lot of X buttons. However, you just erase letters, you won't be able to clear the game. Ultimately, the main goal of improved Hangman's Gambit is completing the keyword, displaying the question with the square box, and figure out what keywords will answer the question. About lining up the keyword. Instead of pressing the X button to fire the letter, please press the square button. If that happens at the same time the letter blows up, it will be sent to the keywords list. If a sent letter is correct, it will fit the keyword list. If it's not, the influence gauge will take damage. You must write the keyword in order based on the flying letters. Please think about the completed word. Also, if you leave a fused letter alone for a while, it will just blow up on its own. In that case, it will still damage you, so please be careful. I took so long to explain it, but do you understand now? Not really. Alright, and then it's just good luck and have fun. The place Bakuya got stabbed and the place where the killer did the stabbing aren't the same. Using those words as a clue, I should put aside my preconceptions and try to think about it. So he was killed from the floorboards. Something is coming to me. Just a little bit more. I'm feeling I could see something. Alright, shoot. What? Okay, so it's going real small. What the fuck? It was way too fast. Oh. Nope, not that one. Floorboard? Not floorboard? Let's try D. Dang it, every time. Oh my god! Nope, did the wrong thing. Okay, I keep forgetting that one. So under? We're gonna spell under, then? Okay, so I actually can't answer this just yet. I have to wait for the end. There we go. Triangle. There we go. Oh my god, it's so long. I got the D, but where's everything else? D, don't screw with me now! Okay. E. Actually, that's what I wanted. Okay. Under... And it's the... Freaking... God dang it! Oh, man. I don't remember things. I'm getting the hang of it, but... Oh. It's under the... So this F is just no bueno. Also no bueno. Alright, get the E. Oh my god! I keep forgetting it's the other way around here. Freaking, what is with this L? I don't need you here! Oh, there it is, right there. There it is. Stupid T cells under the floor. So it's this. Oh my god! God dang it. This is really hard to control, honestly. Actually? Yeah, floor. Okay. You... Why is you always here? Please! Oh my god. Oh my god! No, whatever. I'll take it. Ah! Ah! Please stop! Please stop moving! Oh my god. They just keep showing up. Frickin'! Oh my god. I can't quite. Okay, there we go. There it is right there. I don't like the new improved Hangman. It's way too stressful. It's better than the first Hangman, though. I'll tell you that much.
Got it. The killer must have stabbed Byakuya from under the floorboards.
It's just more so the fact that it's like really stressful more than anything else.
Under the floorboards?
The floorboards in the old building are full of gaps, and there was no carpet laid out under the table. If they stuck the weapon through one of the gaps, they could have stabbed Byakuya to death.
If so, that means the killer was able to get under the floorboards. From where? And how?
I don't know that yet, but I have a feeling there's someone here who does know.
That's right. If I remember correctly, one person here should know how to get under the floorboards. That is, actually the Gamer Grill. We need to talk about them. What's with this guy? Just like, is everybody else shocked? Nah, that one's angry. There's some sweating going on. This guy's really pissed off. She's just kind of lax. She's like the same way that she is. He's doing all right. Of course, Bakuga, he would know right there. It's actually her. Huh? Me? You were trying to figure out if we could get under the floorboards, right? Didn't you find something? Well, that's true. The only thing I found was that there's no way to get under the floorboards from outside. I see. Hold on. There was someone else who was investigating how to go under the floorboards.
Crap!
Really? Come on, that was a good answer, game. Alright. Who else was answering? Who else was investigating? Who else was actually investigating? Frackin' Bakuya? He's dead. That fool's dead. I can't ask him. Oh, no, it was Gundam. It was this fool. Because his earring
You're
thing,
the only one.
I totally forgot.
Hey, Gundam. You dropped your earring in the dining hall, right?
Are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that earring.
I said, are you referring to the Hellhound earring?
About that Hellhound earring. You dropped it beneath the floorboards, right?
Ah, there it is. I found it. Truly, this is the Hellhound earring. It seems God exists for my benefit. I see. Good for you. However, How do I recover it? Cannot fit my arm through this opening. Were I to use a tool, it would probably not reach either.
Just a bit longer and I would have reduced everything, including that old building, to ashes. However, it's just as the old legend said. The Hellhound earring has returned to its owner, to me!
Is it safe to say that that earring is the one hanging from your right ear? Huh? Could it be? Gundam wasn't wearing an earring during the investigation. And if he had it on by the time the class trial began, then that means Gundam was able to retrieve his earring from beneath the floorboards during the investigation.
So, Gundam knows how to get under the floorboards.
It's understandable. After all, you fools only view the world through eyes of glass.
We are fools all according to Gundam, and I have to agree with him. He's just too cool.
But I am different. With the power of my 4 Dark Devas of destruction, it is of no concern. Truly, this is the evil 4th eye.
The hamster's so happy.
Before the might of the evil 4th eye, all visual chaos is rendered asunder.
What should I do? I'm embarrassed just listening to him.
Oh! Man up and speak more clearly!
Fine, I shall tell you all. The answer was in the storage room. One of my 4 Dark Devas of destruction, Mirage Golden Hawk, Jumpy, has seen beyond the chaos.
Oh my god.
A secret passage of doom leading to the underground lurks beneath a large assortment of random boxes. After securing a lighter from the supermarket, I threw caution to the wind and ventured below the floorboards. And as a result of that lonesome battle, I was able to recover the Hellhound earring with my own 2 hands! Tremble with fear, fools! Behold my power!
There he goes blabbing about power and crap. You're ridiculous. You're just a breeder, you know.
I mean, technically speaking, breeding is probably one of the biggest powers you could ever have, because it's more so you're sustaining life, and you know that's the whole entire purpose of surviving and whatnot. So just saying, I mean, he has a right to say it.
Anyway, it sounds like you can go under the floorboards from the storage room.
Then that has to be how the killer did it. If the space beneath the floor is empty, it's not that far to move from the storage room to the dining hall.
I see. If they passed through the storage room, I understand why the tablecloth was put there.
The killer lurked under the floorboards during the party, and from there, stab, stab, stab!
Are you sure?
You don't like stab, stab, stab? Should it sound more fleshy, like...
Yeah, I like that one better, actually.
No, I'm not talking about your sound effects. You're saying they snuck under the floorboards, but that means they would have had to leave the party, right? So, was there anyone who was able to do that?
Then whoever wasn't at the party is the killer. They must be the one who was waiting under the floorboards.
Who wasn't at the party again?
I didn't participate, but I was guarding the entrance, remember? Monami over there can be my witness, right? Yes! This Monami over here is your witness!
I believe there's no need to discuss this matter further, but I was unable to leave the bathroom.
I was in the kitchen for a long time, but I frequently went to the dining hall to deliver my dishes.
The only person who wasn't at the party... Judging from the photo I took before the blackout... it obviously has to be him.
It's not him, though. He can't do it because he wasn't actually at the party. In order to actually do what you had to do, we already established you had to be in the stockroom. I mean, this shouldn't be actually a thing. Whatever, fine game. We'll go through your little red herring.
Yay! It's decided!
What the fuck are you saying? I'm not the killer!
Oh, really? What happened to the tough guy who was saying stuff like,
I can do it.
I love her impression so much.
Don't mess with me! I'll fucking kill you!
see? You're making threats again.
Okay, there he goes, killing again. He can't stop, folks, right there. He can't stop. He just said so himself.
Yep, that's right. Things are starting to get exciting.
Good news. You're now allowed to use the silencer. You can use the silencer with the X button as many times as you want. But if you use the silencer and you can shut down the white noise. Also, when you shoot down the white noise, your time limit will be increased a little. However, if you shoot an actual remark with the silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. So aim carefully while you're using the silencer. Oh, but if the difficulty is set on gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In that case, you'll still be able to use the silencer, but it'll be somewhat pointless. However, if you feel like doing a little bang bang, you use it to your heart's content. Bang, 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 bang. All right, good luck and have fun. More of that. I'll make an argument. So we're gonna use not Ibuki's case, but Chiaki's.
During the party, the killer was lurking under the floor like a cockroach.
And they could have stared at panties all day. Without going to the storage room in the dark.
Is that true, Fuyuhiko?
Don't act like I'm the fucking killer!
But when the party started, nobody saw you, you know. That means you have no alibi.
Got alibi, actually.
No, that's wrong!
Gotcha. Brick.
No, Fuyuhiko definitely has an alibi. Isn't that right, Chiaki?
Oh, you're right.
Huh? What happened to Fuyuhiko? Oh, hey, what are you doing here? All alone in a place like this. I'm standing guard so Monokuma doesn't come inside. How diligent of you.
I saw Fuyuhiko after the party started. There's no way he could have been waiting under the floor before then.
You should have said that earlier, dumbass.
It's still your fault. Like, why were you even lurking around the old building in the first place?
Shut up!
Maybe there really is a secret passage to go under the floorboards from outside, and he came to spy.
What'd you say, motherfucker?
Oh, no!
Wow, he got chewed out, but he looks super happy.
Is he seriously like this?
Regardless, it's impossible to go under the floorboards from outside. Chiaki and I already confirmed that.
Then someone definitely went under the floorboards through the storage room during the party. During the party? It was probably during the blackout. Well, if someone disappeared during the blackout, no one would have noticed.
But walking down that dark hallway to the storage room is like trying to make Eggs Benedict without any eggs.
You're right. I couldn't even see the office in that darkness, and that room was much closer.
But is it really impossible? It might be better if we examine that possibility a little bit more.
It was super dark, you know? There's no way you'd be able to find your way to the storage room.
But I can't stop thinking about it. I feel like there's something I overlooked. For clarity's sake, once again.
Appears we're getting close to the final stage. The blackened or the spotless? Which is superior? I think it's time to settle this.
Robin. Alright, so what we got going on here? In case. The kitchen equipment list. What would it be?
The hallway was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that is like making a seafood bowl without fish.
The fire door.
Really not possible?
Right?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
It definitely sounds impossible.
Alright, so the killer's method for moving in the dark might be what one person suggested. If so, I might be able to prove it. So let's look at the actual fire door thing, because the fire door itself seems like something that should be used for it. If a fire breaks out, the fire door in the hallway of the old building can be shut to keep the fire from spreading. God dang it. Because that doesn't really, like, tell you the whole thing. So if it's not that, kitchen equipment? The knife found at the crime scene was not included on kitchen's equipment list. All the dangerous equipment that could be potentially weapon was confiscated by Byakuya. Apparently there's an iron plate for barbecue and a portable stove for cooking hot pots. A portable stove. That actually could be it.
It was really dark during the blackout. Moving to the storage room like that.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
Is it really not possible?
What if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
Damn you! God dang it!
Impossible.
It was so close! It's a beer! Why? God dang it. Alright, that's fine. I'll
The
just
hallway
give
was
more of
really
these
dark
things.
during the blackout.
Yeah, I know.
Moving to the storage
More
room like that.
stuff, whatnot, blah, 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 blah.
It's like making a seafood bowl without fish.
I just want to get all these little things right here first and
Is
foremost.
it really not possible?
Yeah, it is possible, alright. We got
What
stuff.
if they used a string like the cord?
Maybe there was another pair of night vision goggles?
What a pain. I'm gonna go with my gut. What if they used a light?
There we go.
I agree with that.
Yeah, boy, we're getting a werewolf girl. I'm gonna call her werewolf girl forever.
I know. The killer had a light with him.
Oh, I was right? But where could they have found a light?
There was one nearby for sure. See? It's written on the kitchen's equipment list.
20 forks, 20 knives, 20 spoons, 5 iron skewers, 3 frying pans, 20 wine glasses. There are also iron plates for barbecue and even a portable stove for cooking hot pots. Iron plates and a portable stove. I do recall seeing them on the shelf over there. This kitchen seems to be well kept, but there should be no problems using it.
It's the portable stove.
Portable stove?
The portable stove isn't powered by electricity, and it's also small enough to carry around. So, the killer used the portable stove to move from the hallway to the storage room during the blackout.
I see. I never considered the portable stove. But there's a hole in your argument.
Huh?
A hole? What kind of hole? It would be great if you could explain it to me in much more detail.
Why does it be this creepy?
Oh, I wasn't making a perverted joke or anything. It's really not a perverted joke. I'm serious.
Repeating yourself just makes it even more suspicious.
Now then, Hajime. Will you battle against me? No, that's wrong.
Oh, snap! We're going to go head to head with him.
Will you be able to break through my argument?
He really loves doing stuff. What does it mean, battle? It sounds like he's enjoying a game or something. Damn it, there's no way I'm going to lose it against someone like him. Rebuttal showdown. Alright, so what it would be?
Did you forget what Kazuichi said earlier? He said the hall was too dark to see the office. The light from the stove that you mentioned. It contradicts his testimony. Or are you intentionally doubting his testimony?
I can't back down!
Dual crosswords? Ah, what is this? Advance,
I don't doubt
okay.
what Kazuichi said. What are you trying to say?
The reason Kazuichi couldn't see the off was because the hallway was dark, right? So if a light was shining in such a dark hallway, wouldn't Kazuichi have... After all, he was walking
dang
near
it.
the hallway, right?
I mean, I had it. Yeah, I know.
The
I
reason
actually did
Kazuichi
have it
couldn't
right
see
there.
the office was because the hallway was so if a light was shining in such a dark hallway. Wouldn't Kazuichi have seen it?
Allow me to cut
Gotcha.
through those words.
You please. I knew the fire door was gonna come in handy.
Nagito, did you forget? Or are you just pretending you forgot?
Huh? What are you talking about?
There should have been a wall that blocked light. I'm talking about the fire door in the hallway. If you close it, it would form a perfect wall in the hallway. Plus, the hallway rounds a corner just beyond the fire door. So even if there was a small gap in the door, as long as they passed the corner, the light...
I see. To actually notice the fire door. Just as expected of the ultimate... Oh. You still don't remember your talent, do you?
Who cares about that right now?
Nagito, what are you plotting? For someone who insists he's not the killer, you are quite nosy.
You sound so scary. If you're that angry, why don't you take a deep breath?
You sure like to piss us off. How about I shut your fucking mouth for you?
Hey! It's okay if you guys fight, but I won't allow a burly brawl that might offend people. More importantly, can you hurry up and decide who's the blackened already? Time runs out when I get bored.
Fine, I get it. You're telling me to pass the torch, right?
Pass the torch?
We're going to ask the real killer, not an imposter like me, to show themselves.
You're obviously the killer, right?
If you think I am, I really don't mind. Whatever conclusion you ultimates arrive at, I will accept it, no matter what it is.
So, you're telling me to call out the real killer? Even though I really don't want to condemn that person, but there's no way, right? Person who used the hallway's fire door as cover and used the portable stove to move it in the dark and stuck under the floorboards to stab Bakuga to death using the glowing paint as a mark? So, the only killer I can think of is you and only you. The only one that is actually able to do any of this via the diagram would be Teru Teru. He's the only one that is able to do this. Everybody else was at the party. He was able to do all that other stuff.
You're the only one! Teru Teru. Could it be you?
I mean, I'm fine with it. He's kind of a bad character. Let's kill him already.
Huh? What? What are you talking about?
Teru Teru's the killer? Is that true?
What are you talking about? There's no way! Of course, that's simply my assumption. So if you have an objection, please speak freely. Objection or not, why am I being treated like the killer? Because the portable stove used in the murder came from the kitchen. That's it? That's the only reason you're treating me like a killer? Isn't that a little drastic?
I mean, if the glove fits, you must have quit.
You're cruel! Cruel! Too cruel!
Teru Teru. That attitude is so not like you.
Oh, garbage truck Santa's here, everybody.
For the ultimate cook to get so upset.
Call me chef.
If you fall to aspersions like this, who will be there to support the future of the culinary arts?
The future of the culinary arts?
That's right. For the future of the culinary arts, you must face this and fight it fair and square.
Oh my god, he's getting him riled up.
You're right. Yeah, that's totally right.
So what's an aspersion anyway? Is it yummy?
Did you know asbestos is yummy too? You should try some later.
Nagito, why are you interfering?
Let's assume that the killer used a light, and that they used the fire door to mask that light, and that they moved to the storage room and snuck under the floorboards. Then what? It's dark under the floorboards too, so how would they be able to stab Byakuya? You're not gonna say they shined the light on Byakuya, right? The plan would have been ruined if he noticed.
That's right. What do you think about that?
There's no way you can answer, right? You personally haven't investigated what's beneath the floorboards.
If that's the case, then Gundam should know. He actually went under the floorboards.
No. Unfortunately, there was nothing related to the incident under the floorboards. The only thing I found was a strange liquid shining in the darkness, near where Byakuya's blood was dripping.
What? A shining liquid in the dark?
That sounds super important!
If there was a shining mark like that, they would have been able to move to it in the dark, right?
And in doing so, it might have been possible for them to use that mark to target the victim.
The victim was targeted by a mark? What was the mark? It was probably not the gas on the, maybe there's gas on the floor? No. AC timer, embarrassing pose. Maybe it was this? Mikan tripped and fell in the diner, but the time the lights came back on, she ended up in a compromising position. Nope, this isn't evidence. It's nice though. It wouldn't be that. Teru poured us out. No, okay, never mind. The gas stove in the kitchen is powered by electricity. That's why Teru didn't use it in darkness. Shoot. What would it be then? Would it be on the knife itself? Like only paint-like substance coats it. I guess so. What was the problem again? The victim was targeted by a mark. What was the mark? It was the knife.
I can prove it with this! The mark you're talking about is the glowing paint that was applied to the knife, right?
Ah! By using the glowing paint as a target, they were able to judge where to stab even in the dark!
I see. The killer didn't target an actual person. They just struck the moment the glowing paint moved.
That would be the moment someone grabbed a hold of the knife.
So, the killer used the mark that I prepared for finding the knife as a mark for stabbing. I see. That's why Byakuya got killed when he took the knife.
But if they were able to do that, wouldn't that mean the killer knew about Nagito's plan all along?
Well, Teru!
Seriously? I don't know anything. Really, I don't know anything at all.
Then can I ask everyone a question instead?
You again? Just stop already!
He just loves messing with everybody.
Now. We should give everyone a fair opportunity to speak.
If Teru is the killer, that would mean he went to the storage room during the blackout. And just what did Ibuki hear during the blackout?
Ah! Don't step on my feet!
What the hell? What's going on here? This is...
Ow!
Turn the damn lights on! I can't eat like this, you know!
You guys? Where are you? Wasn't the blackout just in the kitchen?
She heard Teru's voice in the dining hall?
Doesn't that prove Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout?
That's right! That's exactly it!
But Teru was in the kitchen the moment the blackout occurred, right? So, why was he in the dining hall?
I thought the blackout was only in the kitchen, so I panicked and ran out of there. Of course, the hallway was dark too, but somehow I managed to move along the wall toward everyone's voices.
Well, it's not that far to move along the wall from the kitchen to the dining hall.
That sounds fishy.
If I remember correctly, you can tell when a person is lying by licking their sweat. So, if you want, you should try licking me.
No way! You look greasy.
He is greasy.
But I heard Teru's voice in the dining hall! Ibuki swears on her honor!
I love how she's speaking to herself in third person. You go, Ibuki.
That's right. Teru was in the dining hall, not the storage room. Which means he's not the killer.
No, that's not it. Why? Why do you want to keep falsely accusing me? It's not like I want to blame you.
You should be so proud of yourself, Hajime. You're just progressing toward the hope you believe in.
Not cool, Hajime.
Now, Hajime, show me more of your hope. Will that be enough to crush Teru's hope?
Is that a sex metaphor? Alright, what have we got going on here? Bunch of little extra things going on. Gaps in the floorboard, I think is the thing.
Let me ask you again. Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the storage room. I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
What?
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed.
There's definitely a contradiction hidden within those remarks. I need to find it.
Let me ask you again.
There is gaps in the floorboard, but I'm not sure if they're gonna be like, oh, you know, like, kind of dropped one of his earrings through these gaps. I mean, you could say it there. I'm gonna say gaps.
Did you go to the storage room during the blackout?
There's no way I went to the... I was somewhere totally different.
I definitely heard Teru's voice. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Dang it! So it's not that. It may not look like it, but it's my ears are like all al dente. They're extra sensitive to live voices. So I think a live voice is the truth.
Crap!
Alright, so...
Let me ask you again.
How about that, then?
Did you go to the store?
There's no way I was somewhere totally... I definitely heard Teru. It's handsome, unlike his face.
Maybe it was recording or something?
Nope, definitely a live voice.
Right, as long as I have her testimony. The fact that I was in the dining hall cannot be disputed. I'll shoot through that
there we go.
contradiction.
That's the bit. That's the bit where you gotta hit. Not just proving the live voice, it's proving that you're in the dining hall.
Just because we heard Teru's voice in the dining hall doesn't mean he was literally in the dining hall. Huh? Why? Remember the floor in the dining hall? It was full of gaps, right? So even if you shouted from under the floor, it should have sounded just like the voices in the dining hall. But...
I see. So he brazenly shouted from under the floor to make us think he was in the dining hall.
Is that true, Teru?
Hold on a second.
Can you explain this, Teru?
I told you to wait a second, ain't I?
Ah!
What are y'all even saying anymore? I'm telling you, I was in that there dining hall during the blackout.
He went full southern.
Where are you from again?
I was born in West Asabu and raised in South Aoyama.
Hey, you guys! This guy's a major liar!
If Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, he should have been there after the power returned, right?
Well, I believe so. There's no way he could have gone back and forth in that dark hallway.
Huh? Was Teru actually there during that time?
I sure was. I was there the whole damn time.
Something like this shouldn't be decided by gut instinct. People's lives are at stake.
Damn right. You guys should have been deciding this on the spot with your hazy memories.
His accent is getting even worse. He's definitely lying.
However, I am not sure. I believe that he was there, and I believe that he was not there.
No! Is there any way we can decide?
Why don't we consult his memories?
His memories?
Gosh, yeah, don't be saying things like that. Don't make no sense. Can you even prove I wasn't in the dining hall? I probably can. Oh, you again!
Whether or not Teru was in the dining hall during the blackout, in order to know for sure, I just need to throw that question at him. Alright, what is that question? This one.
I can prove it with this.
Seriously? That's actual evidence?
If you're claiming that you were in the dining hall when the power came back, then you should know how Mikan was positioned at the time, right?
Well, what? Don't make me remember. It's so embarrassing.
No, this is a very important question. Well, Teru, if you were really in the dining hall at that time, you should know the answer to that.
Huh?
Huh? It was a pretty clever way of tripping.
Oh my god.
There's no way you'd forget about it so easily.
Spread eagle? They literally call it, they gave it a name and everything.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I showed you something so unsightly.
How about it? You can't answer, Teru?
Huh? That's weird. Just slipped from my mind.
There's no way it would slip from your mind, especially not a pervert like you.
Even so.
I love how him being a pervert is literally evidence for this case about how he should remember.
Nagito, say something.
I guess you might have to give up now.
Wait, give up? What do you mean, give up?
Teru. I'm disappointed too, you know. It's lonely watching someone I admire reach the limits of their hope. It kind of feels like a broken dream.
Dang.
Nagito, what are you doing? Why are you messing with the killer like that?
Well, hold on a sec. Don't go moving this along on your own like I really am the killer.
Huh? But it's already decided, right?
No murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet, yeah?
It's no use. I can't understand him anymore. It appears he's saying the murder weapon hasn't been cleared up yet.
You understand him?
But it's such a sad defense. This is too cruel.
Oh, you calling me the killer? Then where's the weapon?
Come on, Manumi! Enough with the whimpering and translate!
He said, if you're calling me the killer, then where's the weapon?
Weapon, huh? It's not the knife, right?
Judging from Byakuya's wounds, it was a thin-edged tool that's roughly 5 millimeters in diameter.
Also, if they stabbed from under the floorboards, the weapon would need to be at least 50 centimeters in length.
After all this, who cares about the weapon?
Not good enough! Not good enough at all!
He said, not good enough. Not good enough at all.
Fine, I got it. Let's try thinking about what the weapon was.
Wanna do it?
He said, try to do it.
What a confusing accent.
Anyway, we need to focus and think about this. A thin-edged tool with a diameter of about 50 millimeters and at least 50 centimeters in length. The weapon that meets those requirements might have been used at the crime scene. Huh? What's that? Another Hangman's Gambit. The skewers, right? Or what were we looking for this time? Alright, I don't think it's this, so we just need to blow this up then. N. Nah, we're not looking for an N yet. Or an I. No, actually, this one right here. Nope, not that one then. Okay, let's try the K then. Nope, not that either. Frack. So it's not the K. Could it be the I? It's an I. Okay. IK? Wouldn't make sense. Nope. S. Nope. Oh, iron. There you go. That's what it's spelling. Alright, I got it now. Sometimes. Not so bueno. Oh, God. Okay. I mean, it's definitely more puzzling and everything. It's just really weird. Skewer. Oh, frack. No, not that. And then it's an E again, right? Keep forgetting that I could just let these things like kill each other. I don't need that R. Ah, dang it. Alright, dang it. Okay, there's the E. There's the E that I needed. And then we just need the R now. Okay, boop, boop. Please stop trying to kill each other. There we go. Right there. There's the good stuff.
I got it!
Whew! I don't know why I couldn't think of that four-letter word of iron.
That's it! The weapon must be the iron skewer!
Huh? The iron skewer?
Before the party, as Byakuya was confiscating all the dangerous items, he spoke to Teru Teru.
I checked the equipment list, and there seems to be one iron skewer missing. Ah, that's right. As far as I know, that's been missing from the start.
So that missing iron skewer is the weapon?
An iron skewer would match up with the wounds perfectly.
Hey, Teru, where'd you hide the iron skewer?
Avril Lavigne!
Avril Lavigne?
Huh? Did he really just say that?
He's just saying random shit to fuck with us. You probably dumped it somewhere on the island, didn't you?
This school trip has a no littering rule. If he had violated it, the island sirens would be ringing non-stop.
Island sirens? Just for littering?
Also, I was on guard duty, and I never once saw Teru leave the old building.
Which means he obviously hid it somewhere in the old building.
It's probably the kitchen again, right?
Teru, just man up and be straight with us.
Oh!
Finally, we are nearing the end. A cornered opponent will be surrounded by soul shields, and simply will not listen to what you have to say. It will probably pain you to condemn your classmate, but this is a class trial after all. You must argue against your opponent and destroy their soul shields. A high-speed dispute battle when you beat down a panicked opponent's excuses and nonsense. That's the bullet time, the panic talk button. P, panic, T, talk, A, action. We'll short it to PTA. During PTA, you must destroy all your opponent's soul shields, so you deliver your final strike. In order to do that, you must destroy your opponent's remarks, while following the tempo of the song. No, not this again. Time your button presses with the tempo marker, as it moves across the screen. Match the tempo marker by pressing the X button, and you'll be able to lock on to the opponent's remark. If you keep pressing it, you'll be able to lock onto the opponent's multiple remarks at the same time. Afterward, if you release the X button in time with the tempo mark, you will intercept the locked on remark and destroy it. By destroying remarks, you'll be able to damage the soul shields, protect an opponent, and destroy them. However, you cannot destroy their remark. Within the time limit, you'll end up getting hurt. During PTA, you can press the options button to review the controls. But for this PTA, just focus on pressing the X button. Just wait for another time for the other features. Do this consecutively, and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll find yourself in a tempo down situation. When the song changes, the tempo changes. This will alter the timing for each button. Please be careful. Last but not least, let me tell you about the final blow. If you destroy all your opponent's shields, they will start to give their final argument. If that happens, 4 words will display on the top, bottom, left, and right sides of the screen. Each of these 4 words corresponds to O, square, triangle, square, and X. If you press the button in the right order, you'll be able to compose the words to your final strike. Please make your argument while searching for the words that will trump your opponent's final argument. Also, if you don't deliver your final strike within the time limit, the opponent's soul shields will recover. Well then, good luck, and have fun. Now he's a monkey.
What the hell you even saying, you stupid cutter hick?
He said, oh, what the hell are you even saying, you stupid country hick?
I guess we have no choice but to somehow find out for ourselves.
If the iron skewer is the weapon, then hiding it in the kitchen would be the easiest way to slip it by. But Byakuya and I checked the kitchen pretty thoroughly before the party started. Which means, was the weapon was already hidden somewhere we couldn't find it? Could it have been an unexpected place? Where would it be? Where did he hide the long weapon like an iron skewer? Think carefully.
I'm not hiding that thing!
He said, I'm not hiding anything.
I'm not hiding anything! I'm not hiding anything!
I must reveal to Teru the conclusive evidence that proves he's the killer. But how do you do that? Panic talk action! Oh my god.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense!
I hate this because I have to concentrate so hard on it.
Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
Oh, dang it! It's the other way. Ah! It's on the meat bone. I didn't see the on part. Stupid.
That's impossible!
Oh my god. Because when you have to like see everything like right away, you can't just quite get it. And I hate this because it's like a rhythm game.
Where
Okay,
would the weapon be?
on the meat bone.
That's
What?
impossible! Ah! Shut up! That's impossible! Where would the weapon be?
The meat bone. On the meat bone. On the meat bone.
Nonsense!
I just don't know how it's phrased because, like, legitimately,
Unforgivable!
like, I'm pretty sure I did it correctly, didn't I?
Paris Hilton! Ah! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
I don't know what it is. Like, legitimately, it's just because, like, everything happens so fast, so I don't know how to phrase the sentence. I hate this stupid crap. I just, I really, really do. I don't like it because it's not relying on me actually doing anything, but reactions. And I've always heard of that stupid crap, and I didn't like it in the first thing I either. Yes, let's retry, because literally just one little stupid thing. Oh my god, and then on top of that, it's a rhythm game that's like not great. It's just clapping essentially. It's just constant clapping. On the meat bone. Meat bone on the. How else? On the bone meat? Is it on the bone meat instead?
I'm not hiding it.
He said,
I'm not hiding it.
Because I swear if it's on the bone meat, I'm gonna be pissed off. This is very annoying to me.
Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Shut up! That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know! Paris Hilton! Ah! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
On the bone meat. I don't know!
Shut up!
There's only so many things that I can actually
That's
be,
impossible!
and I hate it.
Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know. Where would the weapon be?
That's it? Just the meat bone?
That's impossible!
You have to use all of it!
Shut up! That's impossible! Where would the weapon be?
Bone meat on the on meat, the meat on bone. I don't know what it is. It's like so many sentences in, and it's so stupid.
Unforgivable.
I hate this. What actually is it?
I don't know.
This is so dumb.
Paris Hilton. Where would
On
the
the
weapon
meat
be?
bone. On the meat bone. On bone the meat. I don't fucking know, game. God, phrase your sentences better than just like to have it like this. This is not a good sentence mix thing. I hate this shit. I hate it so much.
Where would the weapon be?
Where would the weapon be? On bone meat. The meat bone. On. I don't fucking know! Cause you don't give me enough time to actually form a sentence. And the one sentence that I did form, you're like, it's not that! So fuck if I know! Like, legit!
Where would the weapon be?
That's what I got. And it is like, no, that's not it! So what the fuck is it?
Paris Hilton! Unforgivable! I don't know.
Time up. Fuck this game. God damn it. What is it? On the meat bone. How many things is actually on that? On the meat bone. Yeah, I've already seen you on the Danganronpa thing. It's so fucking stupid. I'm just gonna look it up because fuck it. That's stupid. Meat on the bone. Are you fucking with me? God, it's so dumb and I hate it. Cause it's like, I don't have enough like actual time to figure that out and make a sentence.
This is my...
Make it easier. Just legitimately make it easier to do. So pissed off. Cause it's like, it's not, like with the first one, you just have the bullet that you gotta like put out. And it's like, whatever. This one is trial and error. Also, I just forgot how you actually do it. What was this freaking Reddit thing again? Meat on the bone. Screw this crap. I honestly hate this. I hate the delivery blow. I hate the way the rhythm game is. I hate it. Like, I heard things about this being worse or something? Yeah, it is. It is worse. It is definitely worse.
Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know.
Like, I don't mind a lot of things in this game, but this I do mind, and I do hate, and I wish they didn't bring this back, because it has nothing to do with anything. Nothing to do with anything.
That's impossible! Nonsense! Unforgivable! I don't know. Paris Hilton! Unforgivable! Where would the weapon be?
This is the end!
So stupid.
Could the iron skewer have been hidden inside the piece of meat on the bone?
What are you saying? There's no way I'd hide anything. In a place like that?
That's clearly impossible. I mean, that's inside the food.
Impossible. That's what Byakuya and I thought.
That's why we overlooked it.
It seems there are no dangerous items, like the skewer and the risotto earlier, inside that pile of food. That appears to be the case. Phew, I wouldn't have known what to do if you said fish bones and meat bones were also dangerous items.
But in fact, the only place you could hide the weapon was inside the food that couldn't be inspected. Out of all the dishes you prepared, the only one that could hide a weapon as long as an iron skewer is? The meat on the bone.
What now?
I'm using my right to remain silent.
There's no way that exists here. We need to confirm this now!
So if we eat that tasty-looking piece of meat and find the iron skewer inside, bullseye!
All right. Monokuma or Monami, one of you hurry and bring over that piece of meat.
1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. I'll eat the whole thing!
Wait, hold on a second. Time out, time out.
What are you doing? Hurry up and bring it over!
About that.
Huh? Where did Monokuma go?
I'm right here! I'm already eating it!
A bear that eats meat! Wait, now that I think about it, that's pretty normal.
What is this? So yummy!
Damn it! That's my meat!
I've never eaten anything like it in my entire life! The taste brings me back to my days in the wild.
This is bad! Seriously, this is really bad!
My! There's something inside the meat! Look what came out!
Is that
an iron skewer?
Check it out. The handle looks like it's made of bone.
The sword of destruction, encased in bone and sheathed in meat. It brought catastrophe unto Byakuya.
Alright, let me reread the phrase again. Let's see here. Meat on the bone. It was in the bone. So, again, if it's used in, like I thought it was, way easier sentence to phrase. Way easier.
As expected of Teru Teru. Such a fantastic weapon from the ultimate chef.
You're wrong! I'm not the killer. I'm not the kind of person who would kill someone. I got it. You all set me up. You guys set me up so you could blame this on me.
Jeez, what a disappointment. Such an unseemly defense for an ultimate like you. Can you really call that hope?
Hey, Nagito. I'm sorry, but can you just be quiet?
Oh, dang. She's like, had enough of this.
He said, you're all nothing but a bunch of poor, loudmouth, fast food eating hicks.
You don't need to translate anymore. Somehow I can tell what he's trying to say.
It's almost like he's speaking human. Let's just deal with Nagito later. More importantly, we should first...
I guess we need to settle this. Once and for all. To do that, we need to go over the entire incident from beginning to end and make everything clear.
Go over the entire incident. And then, I can prove Teru Teru's crime. That's right. We don't do that. We can't end this no matter how much time passes.
So, we need to do it.
So it's finally come to this. My throb-ish chesting. Every case has one last feature to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phrase, you'll give a complete summary of that case. You'll have to reproduce the order of events in the case in the form of a comic book. This reproduction is merely Hajime's imagination, so there will be gaps here and there. Gaps are areas where a number of pieces are missing. It's up to you to complete the comic, using the truth panels. Around 3 to 5 truth panels make up one set. Inside that one set, there will be correct panels placed among incorrect panels. If you use all the correct panels contained in one set, it will switch to a new set. After that, if you fill in all the holes, you will clear the challenge. I'm pretty sure some of you have already noticed, but it'll be difficult to complete with so many gaps. But once you fill in some, it will become much simpler. For those of you who play the previous games, you might hesitate at first, but it's basically the same concept. Now then, when playing and solving the closing argument, there is a certain trick. If you move the reticle on the gaps on each page, it will display hints at the top of the screen. This type of hint will ask what kind of scene is drawn in that gap. Also, if you move the reticle onto the truth panel, it will display a hint as well. This hint explains the scenes contained in that panel. Well, that's good. That's what you needed in the first one. Put together these two hints and think carefully. Of course, don't forget there will be a time limit. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, closing argument start. Begin! Stock 1. Alright, so... what is this? Everyone at the party is... eating the blackout. The irons turn on. Shoot. Is that it? Alright, where's the other one here? Alright, the irons turn on. Alright, then there's the little air conditioner thing. Oh. Okay, so... then it's this right here? Alright, that's weird. So some of these don't actually have a thing, or... let's see here. Alright, yeah, she's already eating. Big meat bone. Okay, not there either. God dang it. Alright, here? No. Alright, there we go. Stock 2. Okay. So you're slowly gonna get a bunch of stock and you have to like go look for it everywhere. 11:30 p.m. start. Okay, I see. On the tablecloth. Alright, so Yoko drinking juice is not part of this. So what is... let's see here. And into the tablecloth, and he goes down there. There's already a panel for that. So maybe it's to borrow the cloth? Okay. So there's one more thing with the ultimate musician hearing. Pretty sure that's the one. Alright, there we go. Alright, I'm liking this a lot more because it's just easier once you get the hang of it. And you know you didn't place anything wrong. They're just time limit stops, essentially. Trying to duck under the table. What about her? Guarding the old building entrance, closing the fire door. Alright, some other bits here. There's only 4. Okay, not that. Alright, cool. So we just have one more, and that would be Nagito actually like looking for the little thing. Okay. What would it be then? God dang, dude. Put it back in. Alright, Nikomaru is holding it in. God dang, dude. Where would it be? Right here? Okay, yeah, I really should read those hints. It would be good to do that. Alright. Alright, moment got dark. A knife glowing in the dark. Switched on. Alright, yeah, reading the hints is really useful. Who would have thunk? A knife glowing in the dark.
Here's everything that happened in
There
this
we go.
case.
Yay! Act 1.
Let's try going over the whole incident, beginning with right after the party started. Byakuya had us gather in the dining hall of the old building near the hotel. He was extra cautious about a murder occurring that night because of a threatening letter he received. Therefore, he decided to throw a party so he could monitor us. Though one person didn't come, the rest of us assembled at the dining hall. But at that time, the trap set by a certain someone was already in motion. They plugged 3 irons into the outlets in the storage room, which nearly capped the power usage. Additionally, they prepared something else that would activate at 11:30 p.m. The air conditioners in the office and dining hall. They had already set the timers for these. Thanks to the irons maxing out the power usage, the breaker was tripped when the air conditioners kicked on. Since the windows in the old building were covered, the blackout plunged the dining hall into total darkness. But when that happened, Byakuya took out a specific item that he brought in his case. That item was the night vision goggles. Byakuya was so concerned about a murder occurring that he brought a variety of security equipment with him. When he put on his night vision goggles, Byakuya witnessed a certain someone making a suspicious move. He saw Nagito guiding himself with the desk lamp's power cord so he could get under the table. That's right, everything up to that point was all part of Nagito's plan. The murder warning to Byakuya, the source of the blackout, it was all Nagito. While the blackout was happening, someone else, the real killer, began making their move in the kitchen. The killer probably already knew about Nagito's plan, so they knew a blackout was coming. That's why the killer prepared all the items they would need to commit their crime in the dark beforehand. They needed a light source, which was provided by the portable stove in the kitchen. They needed a weapon, too. This had also been hidden in the kitchen beforehand. The long iron skewer used in the churrasco dish. The killer hid that inside that meat with the bone in it. With the weapon and portable stove in hand, the killer stepped out into the hallway. First, they closed the fire door in the hallway so their light source wouldn't peek toward the dining hall. Then, guided by the light, the killer headed toward the storage room and grabbed a specific item. That's right, a tablecloth to block the blood splatter. With this, the killer finished their preparations and snuck under the floorboards through the secret passage. They probably turned off the portable cooking stove at that point, or left it near the entrance of the door. The floor in the dining hall is full of gaps, so there's no way they could have safely held a light source. But thanks to the glowing mark they painted earlier, the killer was able to get beneath the table. Under the table, Byakuya found the knife that had been hidden there. If only he had retreated, he probably wouldn't have gotten killed, but he had to retrieve that knife. And at that moment, the killer lurking beneath the floorboard stabbed straight up with the iron skewer. The killer had been waiting in the dark for the moment when the glowing paint began to move. After they murdered Byakuya, the killer purposefully shouted from beneath the floorboards to make it seem like they were still in the dining hall. Afterward, They came out from underneath the floorboards and rushed back to the kitchen. And then, after hiding the murder weapon in the kitchen, they rejoined the group as if nothing had happened. There's only one person who would have been able to commit this crime, especially if that person is someone who'd think of an unexpected way to hide a weapon inside food. Isn't that right, Teru Teru Hanamura? That's what happened. How about it? Did I get anything wrong?
This is a mistake. A mistake, I tell you. I would never kill anyone.
That's weird, considering that he did. Maybe he's not lying, guys. Let's not vote for him.
Would never.
It seems this is the end.
This is a crybaby. And we failed like one time, which really sucked. Look at all these little points right here. This is actually pretty good until the end. Bye. Alright, whatever. Got a bunch of coins. It's fine. I'll take it. Just one of those things. It sucks, right? Oh, I didn't want to.
Well,
I didn't. Oh, okay. It wasn't. He just got in the argument. I got scared. I went back. Hooray! I'm glad the pervert's gone, honestly. I didn't like him. Also don't like the other girl either. Hope she goes too. All rise.
correct.
That's right. This time, the black and responsible for killing Mbakia Tagumi is Teru Teru Hanamura.
No.
You... Are you serious? Out of all these people, are you saying a Pounce like him is the one who killed Bakia? But... Why? Why did you kill him?
You've got it wrong.
It was a mistake. I'm telling you, it was just a mistake. I was only trying to save you guys.
Hey!
I was only trying to stop Nagito from murdering one of you. Huh? Trying to stop? What do you mean? I spent all morning in the old building preparing the dishes for the party, and then I heard a weird laughter near the dining hall. And when I peeked over, I saw him. I saw Nagito in the middle of cleaning duty, putting the knife under the table. I had a bad feeling about it, so I continued to watch what he was doing. I saw him place the irons where he brought to the storage room and mess with the air conditioner times. Plus, he was just grinning by himself the whole time. So I questioned him. When that happened, he...
You caught me?
Oh, I've been caught.
What?
Been caught?
Hey!
What are you doing? What are you scheming? I'm planning to kill someone, of course.
Huh?
Teru, just to let you know, it's bonus for you to stop me. If you stop me now, it doesn't matter. I will never give up. Whether it's tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, or the day beyond that, I'll definitely start the killing.
Impossible!
What? No matter how much you want to leave this island, that's just... I see. So that's what you think.
Well...
But that's not all to it all. This isn't about all about my survival. I just want the killing to start.
What?
What are you saying? I love everyone here, and that's why I want to be of good use to them. I love all the Ultimates, and I admire them for being symbols of hope.
Amazing!
That's right. In the name of hope, I love everyone's talents from the bottom of my heart. That's why. I don't want them to lose against something like killing. I want them to prove to me that hope will never lose. No matter how dominant the despair they face may seem. I want everyone to prove to me that hope will never lose to despair.
No.
Ooh, what are you saying? I don't understand at all.
See?
See, isn't it typical of your face? If you face a strong enemy, you'll become even stronger yourself. Which means the stronger the despair you face, the stronger everyone's hope will become. Right? I want to see the brightness. And in order to see it, I'm going to become everyone's stepping stone. I want to make your hope shine. It's as simple as that. That's right. Here for the powerful hope that can overcome any kind of despair.
You're kidding, right?
Are you kidding? Don't tell me. You're actually serious.
Man.
So you don't understand. That's fine. I don't really mind. I'm just obsessive fanboy, so it's alright that this love of mine is unrequited. I suppose I could be called the ultimate fanatic.
No way!
There's something wrong with you! Really? Do you really think so? Do you really think there's something wrong with me?
Hey.
But isn't that what love is? Nikito? What is the meaning of this? Explain to me! I don't understand! Nothing about the story at all!
See?
You see, if you have a favorite boxer, don't you want him to fight against a strong opponent and win?
Don't fuck with me!
You better not compare us to that!
What?
Huh? Am I wrong? It's a given that trials are necessary to become strong. And the harsher the trial, the stronger you become. No? For mere humans, killings are simply a tragedy, but for worthy humans, a trial such as that could elevate their status to an even higher level.
Amazing.
It's amazing to me that someone as untalented as myself can become that trial. There's no point in someone like me surviving. It's far more significant for me to die as everyone's trial.
Great.
There's no greater honor than becoming the foundation so that your values may ascend to brave your new heights.
What's going on?
Stop it. You're seriously starting to piss me off.
What's going on?
I don't understand at all. Are you saying you basically want to commit murder for fun? It's not the same as someone killing for fun, but I guess it looked the same way in your eyes. I had no intention of surviving, and I'm leaving you all to die. Is that why you didn't mind when Terra discovered your plan?
That's wrong.
Or perhaps that was also intentional too. Huh?
So...
Nagito wanted to involve us in the killing. Plus, it'd be better for him when the mystery was more complex. Is that why you blatantly revealed your plan to Teruteru? You expected, piqued Teruteru's curiosity, and you looked forward to the mystery becoming more complex. Well, you're basically right. It's true I was looking forward to that. That's why I took the time to tell him about the secret patches I found while I was cleaning.
What?
That was your doing as well?
You're right.
I just casually mentioned it. Oh, it's dangerous if you fall, so don't get too close to it.
Hey!
This dude, he's seriously batshit crazy. He's insane. That's right. That's why I tried to stop him, you know?
However...
But why? Why did Bakuya instead? I don't know. Because Nagito was the one who was supposed to take that knife. That's why I aimed and thrusted the iron skewer there.
Whoa!
But why is Bakuya the one who died? It was supposed to be Nagito, not him. Bakuya probably tried to stop Nagito from grabbing the knife. And then, in place of Nagito...
Nope.
No, I don't think that's it. Huh?
Perhaps...
Bakuya was probably trying to protect Nagito.
What?
What do you say?
See?
'Cause Bakuya said so, didn't he? Don't worry, as long as I'm the leader, I won't let anyone become a victim.
I will guide you all.
That much I promise. Could it be in order to keep that promise? As long as he was wearing the night vision goggles, I'm sure he saw someone moving around under the floorboards. That someone was aiming for Nagito.
Why?
So, Bakuya gave his life to protect Nagito? Even though he was trying to take the knife? I see. Bakuya is amazing. To keep his promise to protect everyone, he actually threw his own life away. And yet...
Such despair.
I never expected anything like this. What? But we shouldn't let him die in vain. I'm sure everyone will become even stronger by overcoming this despair.
No way.
Could it be you knew Bakuya would protect you, so you set him up to fail?
Someone like me?
Of course not. I'm not that good at calculating. I just took some precautionary measures. The results of that were going to be fun for later. Just kidding.
How unexpected.
But I never expected it would turn out like this. I never thought I'd be the one to survive. But since it was my life that had been saved, I didn't want to just waste it. So that's why I decided to help Teruteru. But why? Why? Well, because Teruteru decided to commit his crime because he also had strong hope, right? Which means his actions were motivated by hope. He was willing to go that far. I thought I might truly be the person whose assistance I was waiting for. I thought he might be the hope that could defeat any type of despair. In order for me to confirm it, I decided to help Teruteru. What do you mean, confirm? Just stop it already!
Well...
Plus, I couldn't really help myself when I also emphasized with Teruteru. After all, he wanted to kill me, but he ended up killing Bakuya instead, you know? If I left him in that confused state, this trial might have been ruined, right?
Isn't that right?
But in order for our hope to grow, this trial was absolutely necessary. That's why I decided to help him. I told him, I don't care if I die, if you should just focus on escaping this island.
Right?
Those were my exact words to him before the investigation. Isn't that right, Teruteru?
Man.
In the end, my help just wasn't enough. This turned out to be a bad ending for Teruteru. So you should be proud of yourself. You will not die in vain.
Great!
You will become a splendid sacrifice for everyone else, so their hopes can grow even more powerful.
Impossible!
Sacrifice?
Shut up! Shut up!
Seriously, stop it already! I'm gonna go crazy just listening to you!
Hey.
Hey, isn't it really okay for us to just leave this crazy bastard alone like this?
Huh?
Isn't it better we just fucking kill him off? Kill, he said it. High school students are so violent these days. But the person who's gonna get killed now isn't Nagito. It's Teruteru.
What's the matter?
You didn't forget, right? Because I told you already at the beginning, right? If the blocking killer loses, a fun punishment awaits them.
Wait.
Hold on.
No.
How should I say it? Put it. An accident. An act of self-defense. Not intentional. Anyway, I feel it's possible. It's not my fault.
Hey!
It doesn't matter if it's an accident. Self-defense or intentional. A murder is still a murder. If you kill someone, that's murder.
Hey!
But Isn't there anything about sympathetic judgments, exonerating circumstances, or maybe even probation?
Impossible!
I don't accept any of those claims. That's not... Hey! Save me, you guys. I was only trying to stop Nagito, so...
Why you?
To be honest, after learning about Nagito's plan, you saw an opportunity, right? You probably thought nobody would find out if you killed him after messing up his plan, right? That's what you thought, right?
Wrong!
You're wrong. There's no way a person who was no malice would kill someone like that. In truth, you're just desperate to kill Nagito, or unwilling to sacrifice everybody else to survive, right? Just be honest already, at least in the end.
No.
That is...
Teru?
Why?
If only you didn't try to kill Nagito, Bakuya would still be alive.
Answer me.
Why did you try to commit murder? Answer me, Teru. I just wanted to go home.
I needed to go back home no matter what!
Because she's waiting for me. Mama is waiting for me at home. She's waiting all by herself for the day I graduate Host Peak Academy and come home.
Okay, I'm going now. When I come back, I think we should talk again about opening an Aoyama and Azabu location.
Oh my, you're still talking about that?
Oh, I'm serious. The Academy guarantees success for its graduates, right? So, I know it's gonna be difficult by yourself, but wait for me until then, okay?
Yes, you're right. Then I'll just have to do my best to keep the Hanamura Diner from going out of business until then.
Mom, you don't have to work so hard. What if you collapse again while I'm gone?
I'll be fine. Moms are strong. I won't lose to some illness.
I know that already. I know that already.
I promised. I promised her I'd become a full-fledged cook and save the Hanamura Diner. Mama is waiting for me to keep that promise. Even though she's sick and alone, she's still waiting for me.
That's why I need to go home!
Teru? But if we were told our memories were stolen, and that several years have passed since our first day,
hey!
Then what happened to the Hanamura Diner? What happened to my mama's, who's still waiting for me? So you did believe that Monokuma said?
Damn it!
You were saying all along, it's okay. I'll never believe something like this. So why?
Wrong!
I still don't believe it. There's no way I could believe it. It has to be a lie.
That's why I wanted to go home!
I wanted to go home and confirm it. I wanted to make sure it was all just a lie. I wanted to make sure that I still have a place to call home. Teru, you... I don't believe it. I don't believe it. It's not that Teru didn't believe it. He believed it more than anybody else here. That's why he kept denying it. Because he believed it. He needed to deny it. Damn it. If only I knew how he felt. Something like this would have never happened. I wanted to confirm by any means necessary. I had to do something. That's when I heard Nagito's plan. I found him out. He was going to kill someone if I left him alone. That's why.
Fine.
So you wanted a first kill.
I'm sorry.
You guys. It doesn't mean I wanted to sacrifice any of you, but it was the only thing I could do. And I end up killing Bakuya instead of Nagito. I see.
I think I'm the one who went crazy.
Teru? I see. Interesting, but as far as motives to kill are concerned, wanting to see her mom is so boring. What?
So, yahoo!
It seems there's no point in basking in the afterglow, so let's hurry up and begin the punishment.
You can't!
Jeez, get out of my way! Well now.
There, now that the annoying little sister has been dealt with, let's get back to business.
Wait!
Hold on a second. I'm not asking for forgiveness anymore, but at least...
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Teru Hanamura, the ultimate cook.
Hey!
Call me chef. No, wait, that's not what I...
Please!
Please tell me at least what happened to the Hanamura diner. So, Mama...
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Lies! I won't believe this!
I won't believe it.
Mama!
He's just a crybaby all along. That sucked. No, we're in virtual boy mode now. Like, seriously, we're in virtual boy mode. Oh, dang. Deep fried. Whoa! They're gonna deep fry him? Oh. Well, that would be a deep fry. Oh no. Oh dear. It's the volcano doll! Oh my god, dude! Well, this is head first, so like you're gonna die like pretty fast. Oh god though. Yeah, that unbanned you, alright. Well, now you can say he's a fried cook. But
Extreme!
Whoa! Extreme!
Yeah!
Oh, that adrenaline is rushing through me. Teru?
Damn it!
Are you fucking serious? Ugh.
How cruel.
Why did you do something so cruel?
What?
Huh? Didn't you learn when you were in elementary school? If you badmouth someone, the teacher writes it in a note and makes whoever you badmouth read it to you in front of the class.
No.
When that happens, only then do you think about how it feels to be badmouthed. The same applies for murder.
What are you saying?
You're the one who drove into it. So cruel. This is just too cruel.
Nice!
Well, it can't be helped. Rules are rules. This is the killing rule after all. What rule? You're the one who's breaking the rules. Huh? I can't just let that slide. What do you mean? When you mentioned the motive, didn't you also promise something? However, there's a catch. Don't tell me the catch is... Figured it out yet? That's right, you guys have to kill each other. That's my bargaining point. You guys want to know, right? You want your school memories returned to you, right? Then you better start killing. A penny for your thoughts and a murder for your memories. Why? Why didn't you just tell Teru about his mom or his diner? He had a right to know.
You...
Yeah, us too. We all have a right to know.
Bastard!
Hey, hurry up and tell us! What do you mean earlier, when you mentioned our school memories? Oh yeah, you did promise to return your memories after the killing began. You're gonna do it, but telling them is kind of... When I never told you guys that I tell you right away.
What?
What?
Not fair.
Of course.
I'll keep my promise to return your memories someday. But it's still not clear when that someday will actually be. I must excuse myself as well. There's something that I need to do.
Huh?
What the heck?
So cruel!
That's not fair. They both ran away.
Then...
Monokuma had us wrapped around his finger after all.
Stupid!
Teru, you stupid!
Such despair.
A ending like this is just full of despair. A seriously tragic despair. But still, at times like this, as the symbols of hopes, you guys need to keep doing your best. You, why are you smiling?
Crap!
How can you smile at a situation like this, you creep?
Nope.
Hold on. I'm sad too, you know. Didn't I tell you? From the bottom of my heart, I truly love you all. You all are meant to inspire hope. And your splendid talents. There's no way I could be happy when we've lost such a talented individual.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't go saying creepy shit! I'm fucking killing you! Please, kill me anytime.
What?
Huh? If you hate me, I don't mind you killing me. I've already prepared myself to become your stepping stone.
Someone like me?
If absolute hope can be born from that, then my life is nothing special. You... How messed up are you?
Hey.
However, if you're going to kill me, make sure you discuss it with me beforehand, okay? You see, you do that, then I can cooperate with the killer. Are you seriously intending to help the killer? It's really not that big of a deal. If you're students of Hope Speak Academy, if you're the symbols of hope who possess the chosen talents,
great,
then it shouldn't matter to you guys at all if I cooperate with the killer, right?
You fiend.
Declaring so confidently that you'll side with the killer.
Hey!
Maybe that was his plan all along. Since he's willing to work with the killer, he wants us to think it's better for us not to kill him. Well, I don't mind what you think of me. In actuality, thanks to Bakuya, I'm starting to feel a small desire to live.
This is exciting!
Mostly, I just want to learn everyone to destroy all the despair that comes for you. One after the other. Just kidding.
You pissed me off.
Hey, can I punch you? I just don't be satisfied till I punch you. Fine. Let's stop this already. It's gonna be a waste of time. We keep dealing with him.
What?
Even Hajime hates me now?
How unfortunate.
That stings. I feel you, and we're quite similar. What is that?
Isn't that right?
You hold a special feeling towards So Speak Academy. Just like me. Don't put me in the same category as you.
Hey.
But how could you say you're not? Monokuma said himself, we don't know anything about each other's true nature. No, if that's true, then our school memories were stolen. It's the same as not knowing our true selves, too. Especially for you, right? Someone who can't even remember what his talent is? Akane, please feel free to punch him. Will do!
Wait!
Hold on.
Please stop!
Please stop this at once. Nothing will come from fighting like this. There's something else that we must do.
Huh?
Something else?
Please listen.
We must not argue with each other in a place like this. There is something more important we must do.
Let me ask.
Which is... do our best.
You fiend.
Well?
We must first leave here and get some rest. And then we shall work together and do our best. Do our best so we never have to come back here again.
Perhaps.
That is what I believe we must do right now.
I am sorry.
If only I was better motivational speaker. No. That really touched my heart. You're totally right. What we need to do right now is do our best. If we do our best, it's definitely going to pay off, right?
Yes.
Yes, that is right.
Like...
But what do we do? What do we have to work hard at? I do not know, but we must do our best.
Jeez.
I don't get you at all. Are you some kind of moron?
Well?
It's fine if you don't know. What matters is that you hold on the feeling that you have to do your best.
Right?
So, let's do our best. Let's make sure a killing like this never happens again.
But...
It's scary, but doing our best is our only option? There's no way I'm doing what Nagito said.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, I don't know what you're talking about, but let's do our best for now.
Fine.
Very well. Even if we were not able to change the future, I guess I should at least change my tomorrow. Damn fiend. I want to give up until the very end. I won't die in vain. I'll give my entire existence, my entire power, my entire body and soul, and fight to the very end. Yeah. You're right. Let's definitely work together and leave this island. Do our best. We keep using that phrase over and over again, even though we knew they were just cheap, meaningless, empty words. Regardless, we still said it. And we continue to say it over and over again without stopping. Thus, the curtain had fallen upon the Cast trial, where Bakuya and Teru were sacrificed. Afterward, we left the trial grounds and returned to the mainland of Jabberwock Island. For the time being, we decided to go back to our cottages. After experiencing something like that, there's no way I could fall asleep. I gave up and got out of bed and began walking around the hotel grounds for no real reason. Not doing much of anything. I totally looked up at the sky. And there, just like before, there it was. The night sky brimming with stars. Stars that looked like they were about to fall into my hands, like fluttering snow. As I looked up at such a beautiful night sky, I can go anywhere. That thought crossed my mind for some reason. The sky is connected to anywhere, even to my daily life. That's why I might be able to go home. That's right. I'm definitely going to go home. That's when it happened. As I stared up at the night sky, I felt a strange convergence of sensation. And then, when I continued to stare at the night sky, I felt my entire body stiffen with that sensation. Isn't this
Is someone watching me?
Chapter 1, Destination Despair. End. Surviving students, 14. To be continued. Attain a present! Ooh, Dead Man's Party. You have attained a present. 3-star badge. Attain a present. A stick. You attain a wooden stick. Okay. And that goes it for today, folks. Wowee! That was a class trial. I did not expect those things to happen. And Nagito being here makes it feel like a lot of these class trials are going to be a lot more fun than they probably should be. I'm a bit excited for that, actually. I really am. So yeah, aside from the stupid meat on the bone little bit, which is stupid, and I hate it. Why couldn't they just use in? It would have made more sense. Whatever. Let's forget that. I will say that I like Danganronpa 2 more than the first Danganronpa. I do not like certain things about Danganronpa 2, but they are mild in comparison to the first one. Because the first one has literally all to do with like story plots and whatnot. That I'm not too keen on. This one, however, I don't know. I'm liking it so far, so that's all I know. Alright, till next time. Sayonara.